Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nandini, a third year dental student, and you are watching. I haven't uploaded any video on my channel for so long, and the reason is the shift from second year to third year because second year में सिर्फ theory subjects थे and now in third year I have to balance both theory of third year and fourth year plus clinics. So that has been a little hectic for me. That is why I have not uploaded any video. But on Instagram, I have been receiving a lot of DMs about microbiology and pharmacology. I may not be active on YouTube, but I am surely very much active on Instagram. So do check out my Instagram page as well because I post a lot of tips and tricks for each subject of dentistry. So from all the DMs that I have received on Instagram, the majority was for two particular subjects of second year, that was microbiology and pharmacology, because students have been very much confused on how to write microbiology or even how to start microbiology, and same goes for pharma as well. It is a little difficult to reply to each one of the DMs and share tips or tricks for the exam of both the subjects. Though I have shared reels for these subjects, but I think making a video would be much beneficial for you guys, as I could explain much more on YouTube than on Instagram because it's just a 15 to 30-second reel. So there are majorly two things that I'm going to share in this video. One would be my notes so that you guys can see how I write my exams or how I write my notes, because it would be beneficial in both. And second would be little pointers which will fetch you good marks in exam. So firstly, I divide my answers into 5 subheadings, that is features, culture, pathogenesis, lab diagnosis and treatment. This was a class assignment where I had question for Conibacterium diphtheria. So starting the answer, firstly I'll write the characteristic features of the bacteria, if it is gram-positive or not, if it is bacillus or coccus, sporine or sporing, and non-motile or motile. Then particular specifications about the bacteria, if it, because I was writing about Conibacterium, it has volatin granules, it has daughter cells, mark important lines like it has Chinese letter arrangement or a well labeled diagram. This all comes under characteristic features of the bacteria. Next is the cultural characteristics. It is very important because you have to write everything about each and every culture. If it is on nutrient agar, if it is aerobic, non-aerobic, you have to write selective media because every organism has its selective media. This is how I wrote for Conibacterium diphtheria, and next would be pathogenesis. This is also very important and it has the highest weightage of marks in any long answer. You have to write the complete pathogenesis of the organism. It should include everything like how the organism spreads the infection, what are the type of toxins it releases, if it is systemic or local. Then you have to explain the pathogenesis in the form of flowcharts, because flowchart makes the answer more presentable and it would be more easier for the examiner to check the answer. Always try to write in flowchart form rather than in paragraph, because it will definitely fetch you more marks. Next is lab diagnosis, and it will include everything about how the organism is diagnosed, about how the culture is taken, if it is a throat swab or is it biopsy or is it blood culture. You have to write the specimen, and then you have to write about the stains, specific stains for specific organisms. And if there is any specific test for the diagnosis of the organism, then you have to write it separately with full theory and a well labeled diagram. My advice would be to separately write pointers which are specific to the organism and highlight them, because it would be easier for the examiner to identify specific keywords that are important for the answer. For me, it was not mentioned in the question, but you have to write treatment as well for each organism. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, then do like, share and comment. And if you want a video for pharmacology as well, then do let me know in the comments. Bye.